next guest is another man with many gifts. You can see him in the movie Mountainhead on Max and a new animated show on Prime Video called #1 Happy Family USA. Please welcome Ramy Yousef. Very good to see you, and I should tell you that I see you every single day because my wife bought a frame at a gift shop. This is a true story. And I looked at the frame, and I go, hey, this is Ramy Yousef in this frame. And she said, oh, yeah, it is. And since then, that was like 2.5 years ago, this has been sitting on the shelf of my house. Your photograph. You are like a member of my family now.
Does anyone in your family think that I'm a Kimmel?
Well, no, they know the other members of the family.
There's no, like,
How
young
out of it do you
Kimmels?
think my family is?
You know, I saw, you sent me that, and I couldn't believe that it was, is that still there?
It's still there. We'll never take it down. That will never leave that shelf.
Because I showed it to my wife, and I was like, we should put up a photo of Jimmy, and she was like, no. There was like no scenario. And I showed her so many photos. I was like, what about this one? And there's not a single one that, yeah.
Well, maybe if we get one together, she will consider putting it up.
It was such a hard no.
Oh, really?
That I
don't know. Maybe I can talk to her and try to smooth it over.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on your doctorate. You got an honorary doctorate.
Thank you.
You're Dr. Youssef now.
Yeah.
From Rutgers University. You went to Rutgers?
I dropped out of Rutgers, and then I am now a PhD at Rutgers. Yeah. And you're a PhD as well?
Well, yeah, I did. I dropped out of 2 schools, not just one.
Wow.
And yeah, you go back and they're like, we're giving you an honorary doctorate, which is better than a regular doctorate, by the way.
It's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
And that my family was really impressed because for a while they were really upset. I mean, I remember I won a Golden Globe, and I brought it to my grandfather, and he said, this is still not a PhD.
He did.
That's how, because my grandfather was a PhD. He grew up in a village. Like when you think village. And he was one of 2 kids who knew how to read. And then he grew up to become an interpreter for the United Nations. So he translated 3 different languages at the UN, double PhD'd, and so nothing mattered to him other than a PhD. And so I finally got one, and I got to tell him right before he passed away. So he didn't make it to the
That was an
ceremony.
unrelated event, though. He didn't pass away upon learning that you got the PhD, did he?
Well, I think when he found out it was free, there was something that happened with his heart. and so my family was...
Your new anime show is hilarious.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And seems to be a theme in your family because the character who plays... You play a character who's similar to you, I assume.
Yeah.
The dad character is very frugal.
Yes.
Your dad is very frugal as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, how frugal's your dad?
I mean, look, everything was about, you always got to save money. Like, there's everything we would want. It'd be like, well, what about this? So, I don't know, that might be too expensive. But if we had guests coming over, money was no object. Like, it was like people coming over, like my dad would just pull out everything, let's order out, let's get whatever it is, whatever the guests would want, and then you would kind of be a kid and go...
Is that a traditional thing, like where you make the guests, you have to take people in and
they get anything. If they want to sleep over, they get your bed, like that kind of thing.
And then would you guys get that when you would go visit some other family?
No, my dad would call in advance and he'd say, we already ate, don't get us anything.
Oh, really?
And I'd be like, Drew, why? Like, we could have gotten treated over there. And he was like, no, we can't. We have to be good guests.
So there's a scene in the show where your dad buys you a knockoff Chicago Bulls jersey that says balls on it. And it's huge.
When I was a kid, I got this jersey that I basically wanted a Michael Jordan jersey so bad, and I would not let my parents, they couldn't sleep until I got one. And so they bought me one, but they said, this will fit you forever. And it was it went to my ankles. So I walked into first grade and I had a dress. And so everyone was, it fit me through high school. Like, it still could fit right now. It would be tight, but the fact that I could get into it and I got it in first grade, yeah.
It's smart, it's good thinking, you know?
Right, but then everyone thought it was like a traditional Arab thobe. So people were just like, oh, this is your culture. Like, you look like you're like, you know, from
Yeah,
Qatar.
we don't know a lot of stuff here in America, as you've gathered. You, and then you sing on the show.
Yeah.
The songs are funny, too.
Yeah.
That must be fun for you to do. You write those songs?
Yeah.
You do?
So it was super fun. Yeah, I was in a band in high school, and so I kind of had some guitar, and then I started writing basically a song. You know, the character in the show has a halal cart, and it's right outside of the Fox News building.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I'd go into the city with my dad, and I was always obsessed with this image of looking at the Fox News building, and you see this news ticker with all this terrible stuff about Muslims justifying the war in Iraq, and then right underneath it is a guy selling halal hot dogs. And you see everyone from Fox News with the badges on, buying from this guy, and I just loved the guilt in that relationship. So I wrote this anthem, you know, called "Money for the Meat" that he sings.
Money for the meat, yeah. I like the little sign on the cart that says a picture of Bill Clinton. It says, Bill Clinton's favorite halal he ate here once.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're in this movie Mountainhead also.
Yeah.
Which was created by Jesse Armstrong, who directed and created Succession.
Yeah.
But this is about these like billionaire tech guys. You're one of the billionaire tech guys.
Yeah.
Going on a weekend. Have you heard from any of the billionaire tech guys or the tech industry in general about this depiction of them?
You know, I was in San Francisco. I'm doing this stand-up tour right now, and so I was in San Francisco, and I was sitting there, and I heard people talking about it, the tech dudes, and they were like, "Man, this film just like hits too close to home," because basically we're playing these tech moguls who have an AI that goes out of control on social media and starts war, which is, you know, nothing like now.
Yeah, not at all, not at all. Have you heard from Elon? You know, he really knows comedy, so he...
Well, yeah, he said it should be legal, and so
yeah,
I think,
he did. He gave it his blessing.
He did
Thank
legalize
goodness.
it, which is really sweet. Yeah. We weren't going to do the film, but then he legalized comedy, and then we felt like, yeah, we should. I think it'll be all right.
It's great when we can work together finally.
It's actually the biggest thing Doge did, was legalize comedy. Yeah.
Well, it's great to see you. Congratulations on all this stuff and having this place of honor on my shelf.
Oh my God.
Ramy Yousef, everybody. He's in Mountainhead on Max and Lucky Show, #1 Happy Family USA on Prime Video. We'll be back with Big Time Rush. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.